Whoa, whoa. Calm down there, champ. You're okay. No one's gonna hurt you here. After I spent 2 full days putting you back together again, anyone who might think about hurting you under this roof would get ray-gunned. Oh, no. You're not in hell. You're still in New Steel City. Fortunately, or unfortunately. Whatever you choose to believe. So, let me guess. You were attacked by one of those cyber gangs? Yeah, that's what I thought. My assistant found you in an abandoned warehouse with your arm in an ice bath. Yeah, just your arm. The gang did not steal your kidneys. But you were pretty beaten up by the time he got you back to me. A couple of your organs had started to fail, so I had to replace them. What? Oh, no. I'm not some creepy medical malpractice doctor. I'm a cybernetic specialist. I have cybernetics that I replaced your failed organs with. And it was only like 2 of them. So you should be fine. I also took the liberty of removing the chip that the cyber gang implanted in your arm. It was full of malware when I peeked at the coding, so I wiped it and repurposed the pieces. They were probably using you to deliver or smuggle that code somewhere else. It might have had a wireless signal, infect your computer or your workplace's systems when you were close enough. We'll never know for sure because I got rid of it. You can call me Dr. H, by the way. Or just Doc. A lot of my clients just call me Doc. No, I can't tell you my real name. Because you would know it. I was at the forefront of cybernetics from a very early age. Prodigy, genius, whatever word you want to use for me. Anyone who knew anything about cybernetics had heard my name. But I refused to use my skills to make the big cyber companies more money, so my cybernetics license was revoked. Joke's on them. I only ever designed the simplest stuff for them. Now I use the really good stuff to help people, the way I always wanted to. Back when I was young and innocent and thought a mega corporation was the way to do it. Anyway, if you don't mind my asking, how have you lived in New Steel for however long and stayed completely organic? Almost everyone here has a cybernetic of some kind. Do I look fully organic to you? No, I'm not. See the panel on the side of my head? Yeah, it's not just an undercut. That panel I did color match fairly well, but like to my skin tone, but no, that is a panel for the cybernetics. It's the maintenance hatch for the cyber implants in my brain. I did them myself. You'd be surprised how easy self-modification is when you have a good set of augmented reality goggles and a steady set of droid hands. See the full-body droid in the corner? Yeah, that's Shiny. She's my other assistant. She helps me with maintenance. My implants are pretty basic, though. I just boosted my brain's memory capacity and processing power. As well as shifting my ability to sleep just a little bit, it helps me with my work. And with the sleep assist, it means I don't have to sleep as much if I choose not to, which is helpful when I have to spend 2, 3, 5 days putting some poor sap that got torn apart back together, and it's life-threatening. A lot of my modification work is not life-threatening. But when it is, it's pretty important that I do what I do, and I do it really well, and I do it as fast as I can. But cybernetics takes time, so it's just something that I did to make my life and my work as efficient as possible. But you never answered my question. How have you stayed here as long as you have and never had to have an implant or never even chose to have one? Really? Yeah, New Steel City really seems like a place of promise if you're not from here. You think it's this golden urban environment full of opportunity, and then you actually move here thinking that the company that offered you a job that would help you move out here would be amazing, and it's just soul sucking and draining. Does it sound like I'm speaking from experience? Well, maybe in a way. I'm not from New Steel proper. There's a suburb that's good 45-minute drive from here. That's where I grew up. But again, little child prodigy genius. I came here when I was about 12 to go to college. I got a degree, got a doctorate in cybernetics, and started building for some of the big companies here. By the time I was I 18? I think I was about 18. I might have still been 17, but I was still pretty young, and I don't know, just was trying to do my best, and the companies here just wanted my ideas for money. They thought that my innovation in particular was going to make them big, big money. But I always just wanted to help people. So when I refused to try more complicated, incredible things, and I told my boss that I wasn't doing any of this for the money, I was doing it for the benefit of the common people, that's when everything went south. But that was years ago. 10, 15, how old am I? It gets hard to keep track when you're kind of off the grid. I don't even know how many years it's been. But now that you're awake, I did have a couple more relevant questions. I did have to replace a couple of your organs. Just 2 of them. You're okay. You'll recover pretty quickly, all things considered. But now that you're awake, my questions are more of offers. You have cybernetics within you now. You're not fully organic. You're still mostly organic, and even so, like, the average fully organic person, even elsewhere that's not New Steel City, will have, like, a pacemaker, or some people have to get metal rods put in, their bodies for medical surgery reasons. Remember, I'm a cybernetic specialist, not a technical medical doctor. I'm not perfect in my knowledge on anatomy and physiology. But, like, even then, there's still electronics or pieces of metal in someone's organic body. So, you are more than welcome to just walk out of here, newly healed, newly functional with replaced organs that are no longer failing, and just go back to your life. But if you would like, there are a few modifications that I could add, but I would never do it without consent. Saving your life was a slightly different thing, but the other things that you might find helpful are things that I had to wait until you were conscious and lucid to ask. The first one is, would you like something in your brain similar to mine? What I mean by that is extra memory storage, or a boost to your processing power, or even just a neurotransmitter regulator. I have a couple clients who have such things like ADHD, where their brain doesn't make enough of certain neurotransmitters, and I gave them an implant that will regulate their neurotransmitters better than a medication would. If that's something you'd be interested in, that's something that I can do. Or I can give you more memory space. The human brain is already absolutely incredible when it comes to how much memory it can hold. Like, absolutely astounding. But the implant that I have stores my memories in perfect, crystal clear 4K Ultra HD, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the newest thing is now. And I mostly use that for important information like what I do for work. Humans aren't made to have perfectly crystal clear memories. It can be extremely emotionally taxing. So, a lot of my clients don't want it. Some of them find it useful. I also have the processing power boost that just helps me think faster. That's all. So, if there's anything that you would like to be added to your current modifications, I don't have a license anymore, so it's technically illegal, but you're not going to find someone smarter or better at it than me. And if you would like it, the fact that I don't have a license also means that I can't charge you for it. I get my funding elsewhere. What little funding that I require usually comes from the wealthier clients of mine who don't necessarily want to go through the standard mega corporation channels. You go ahead and think about it. I'll be here, and if you want any modifications, all you have to do is let me know, and I will prepare for you. Everything I make from scratch. I build the software, I build the hardware. None of it can be tracked by corporations. You'd be safe from that. There's no admin blocking of like a client who gets cybernetic legs and there's some paywall locking their ability to run. Oh yeah, that's a thing. I worked for a company who did that for a little bit. But I don't do any of that. There's no point. I'm here to help. So, whatever you want, here's my card. It requires a little trickery in order to actually see the real information. You'll figure it out, I promise. You seem smart. If you want to browse a catalog, I have one of those. If you're not interested in anything at all, you can just walk out that door. We part ways as vague acquaintances and never have to see each other again. Whatever you choose. Yeah, you can think about it as long as you need. I'm not going anywhere. It was nice to meet you as well. Be safe out there, okay? Okay. See you soon, maybe. Bye.